Ladies and dudes, I need to warn you right now. If you don't want to watch this brand new top 10 list that nobody has never done before, that featured all the movies I don't want to review at all, then please stay away from it. This is my biggest warning for all of you. It will be my very first time to do a list that featured so many warnings. But if you guys want to handle this top 10 list that nobody has never done before, that featured so many overrated movies, that's not really my cup of tea at all, since my tea went seriously cold, and get to know what type of overrated movies I don't want to review in the main future, then please continue on watching. I want those overrated movies to be go away forever and never ever mention them ever again. Well, maybe like a few of them here and there. Well, if you guys get the picture. Well, anyway, hi ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop197. This is my review for a day. And today, I have no review, ladies and dudes. But for today's list, ladies and dudes, the top 10 list is finally back. But it's my warning list for all of you. And this is something I have to warn you all. There's a lot of movies out there that I really don't want to review in the main future. After all, I'm only 24 movie reviews away until I reach to movie review number 200. And that's coming really soon in the main future. So for my top 10 of the most important top 10 lists I will ever do for the rest of my life, and it's my warning list for all of you. These are going to be my top 10 of which one of these movies that I really don't want to review. And there's a lot of bad, terrible, overrated movies to be found. You could say it's my top 10 most overrated movies of all time. But these are the overrated movies that I really don't want to review for the rest of my life. You know, some films are way too overboard, way too over the top. So many films that are too much to talk about. And also, I wish that some of these movies, they don't deserve to be Oscar-worthy films. Because it looks like we made the biggest mistake in all of movie history of which one of these films will be the all-time best. That they should have been our least favorites. Or not really our cup of teas at all. Our tea went superly cold over 9,000. I guess you want to know which one of them is anyway. Which one of these no good overrated films will not be a part of my movie reviews in the later on future. So without further ado, ladies and dudes, my biggest warning top 10 list for all of you. My top 10 of which one of these movies that don't deserve to be a part of my movie reviews. And yes, I got a whole lot of dishonorable mentions for it. So many films that are not my cup of tea. Or the ones I don't feel comfortable with. So here we go. For my dishonorable mentions are, I got Brokeback Mountain, Moonlight, Lincoln, Finding Nemo, Finding Dory, any of the films that feature Meryl Streep, I don't like her at all. Any films that feature George Clooney, I don't like him at all. Any films that feature Kevin Spacey, not my favorite guy at all. Love Simon, and any versions of Romeo and Juliet because of the cheesy dialogue. Yeah, a few Liam Neeson films called Chloe and Casey, whatever that movie was called that featured sex. Gone Girl, Batman versus Superman, The Dawn of Hell, Town, and that stupid Justice League movie. Yeah, those bullcrap films. I just want those films to go away and leave me alone. So let's go on to my top 10 choices. Coming at number 10 goes to Pokemon I Choose You, the English dub. I hate this movie. My least favorite Pokemon movie of all time. I don't know why people like Pokemon I Choose You. This is the worst way to celebrate the 20th anniversary for the Pokemon franchise. After all, there's so many flaws to be found. I hate this movie to death. Let's just say I hate what they done to Ash, making him so skinny. Team Rocket did nothing. There's a few Pokemon missing in Ash's team. And yeah, we did not reunite with Misty and Brock. So yeah, I wish this Pokemon movie should have been our least favorite from all those Pokemon movies out there. And the English dub sucks. Big time. I hate this film already. So that's why it has to be at number 10. Coming at number 9 has to go to my least favorite actor of all time, Ben Affleck. And thanks to this evil film of hell, the Batman franchise was doomed. Thanks to this evil 2012 film, and that is Argo. I really hate Argo. Argo is one of the most overrated movies that came out in the year 2012. And one of the movies I will never do for reviews. I hope and pray all the fans out there need to feel their regrets for letting Ben Affleck to get away with this, or bring that evil film to hell and ruin our dear beloved Batman. If he wants to play a Batman character, play Two-Face. I think he's a Two-Face than Batman. If you know what I mean. I have nothing else to say about that evil movie of hell, so that deserves to be at number 9. Coming at number 8 goes to Scarface. I think everybody understands about Scarface. It is one of our most overrated gangster movies of all time. I think the worst part about that movie is really Tony. Tony is the worst main character I have ever seen in an 80s film in all of movie history. This guy had no storyline, he has no personality and attitude, and he doesn't have any good character development and chemistry with that blonde hair lady. And they're not good husband and wife either. They have no chemistry at all. I don't know why everybody likes this film. It should have been the worst film in the 80s. If you know what I mean. For me, it's just a guilty pleasure. I just like the part at the end with the silent dude. Since the silent dude was the only best character I like in the film. And the ending rules. So yeah, Scarface deserves to be at number 8. Coming at number 7 goes to The Silence. Does anybody remember The Silence back in 2017? From our most overrated director of all time, Martin Scorsese. I will never forgive Martin Scorsese for disrespecting the Marvel films. He's not a good sign at all. And another thing I will never forgive for Martin Scorsese for this film is making poor the old grey by Liam Neeson so darn skinny. What the heck is he thinking for disrespecting our favorite underrated actor like that? I will never review this movie at all. So scratch that movie off, ladies and dudes. I will never put Silence in my Liam Neeson collection. So scratch that evil movie off. So, yeah, that evil film deserves to be at number 7. Coming at number 6, here's one of the most no good rappers of all time who did destroy our music world for the last 20-something years ago, and I wish this song should never won for Best Original Song back in the year 2003, and that is a movie called The 8 Mile. I'm not a big fan of Eminem at all. He's one of our least favorite artists and singers of all time. And this man disrespected our America in a very bad direction. I just hate him to death, and I could care less about his film. I will never review this movie. Never! So yeah, that evil movie of hell deserves to be at number 6. Coming at number 5, I know everybody will kill me for this one, but this movie saga has way too much overhype for my taste, and that is the Mission Impossible films. Now, don't get me wrong, I know the Mission Impossible films are very, very good movies to watch, and I do agree with all of you, but I think this movie is way too overrated for my taste. It's one of the most overrated movie sagas of all time. I hate to say it. And how the heck we're going to forgive Tom Cruise about his behavior? You know, during the time of the making of Mission Impossible 7. That'll be a big problem right there, ladies and dudes. For sure. Well, the only movies I could spare from Tom Cruise is Top Gun, and since the second one is coming out, and The Last Samurai. I think those are the only 2 films I like from Tom Cruise. But I think the Mission Impossible saga is way too long for my taste and way too overrated for my taste. So I gotta put it at number 5. Coming at number 4 is, I wish this movie never existed back in the year 2018. And that is Mary Poppins Returned. I could care less about that movie. It's truly the least favorite Disney sequel of all time and not our cup of tea at all. So I wish this sequel needs to go. Just go away and leave us alone. And how dare you ruin one of those penguins for making it fat? And I think Emily Blunt had no rights to play Mary Poppins, so you pick somebody else, okay? So yeah, I don't have anything to say about that one, so that deserves to be at number 4. And finally, the top 3. The top 3 of which one of these films I don't want to review for. So here we go. Number 3 is The Star is Born, or we should call it The Psycho is Born. Bradley Cooper, you should be ashamed of yourself for picking Lady Gaga as the main female lead, and I don't like Lady Gaga at all. She's not even a pretty woman. She doesn't have a lovely face. Why you want to pick a woman who doesn't have a lovely face at all? And I wish that song of theirs did not win for Best Original Song. Truly my least favorite. I think I like the one from Dragon Ball Super Broly better. At least that song is way more Oscar worthy than that ugly bullcrap song. So yeah, that song needs to go downhill for the number 3 spot. Coming at number 2 is, I wish everybody should not like this film at all. Well, thanks to the old great mighty Liam Neeson, he did found a couple of flaws about this film. And maybe it should have been our least favorite Liam Neeson film. I know everybody loves this movie, but there are some flaws about it. So number 2 goes to The Schindler's List. I don't like The Schindler's List at all. It's my least favorite Liam Neeson film of all time. I don't like the World War II stuff or those evil mad people. You know who they are. And also for what happened to the poor Jewish people. It's too darn sad, shame to see them like that. So that's the reason why I'll never do the Schindler's List for movie review, and that needs to be scratched off right away. So that's deserved to be at number 2. And number 1 of which one of these movies I don't want to do for a review is La La Land. What a bullcrap movie we should never watch. And we should feel our regrets for putting that horrible movie of hell into Best Picture. And they have no right to put John Legend in there. That's a regrettable thing to do. For sure. And that's why La La Land deserves to be the number 1 of which one of these movies I don't want to do for a review. That's my warning list for all of you. And please don't be mad at me for it. Because those are my choices and not everybody else's. My biggest warning for all of you. So, that is it for now. I'll see you guys later, and sayonara.